So imagine you're sitting down with your in-laws. You're having an amazing lunch. Beef Wellington specifically. Just looking at the plains in Australia. And then boom! One day later, 3 people are dead. Well, welcome back to Flora Funga podcast, where we cover plants, fungi, and everything in between. We like to get down and nerdy here on the podcast. I came across this article, and I had to cover it. This, I believe, is the first case of somebody using a poisonous mushroom to kill somebody on purpose. So, back in 2023, there was this woman, Erin Patterson. She lives in Australia, and she decided to invite her in-laws over. In total, there was 4 people that she invited over for lunch. She decided to make this amazing Beef Wellington. It's a piece of meat wrapped in a pastry and then put in the oven. But, lo and behold, death cat for cutie came into play. That is one of the top poisonous mushrooms that I actually just covered a few weeks ago. The top 7 poisonous mushrooms to not consume. And of course, she added this mushroom in here. So we're going to do a little true crime episode breakdown of what happened and why did this happen and what is she facing now. So this lady laced death cat mushroom into the Beef Wellingtons, and if you don't know, Amanita mushrooms, so that's the main white and red, Christmas looking mushrooms. A lot of those ones you cannot consume, and I covered that on a previous episode, 174. So if you want to turn to that after and you're like, oh my god, this is the poisonous mushroom, what other poisonous mushroom should I not consume? So it's a great segue if you want to do that after this episode. So Amanitas have something called amatoxins, and in this specific death cat for cutie, I like to call, has alpha-amatin, I believe, and what it does is it attacks your liver and kidney function. So you're probably asking, why would somebody want to murder somebody using mushrooms? Like, what is the benefit of that? Let me tell you. So with this amatoxin, it takes about 6 to 24 hours for the symptoms to onset. So it is kind of smart. I don't believe that you should ever use mushrooms to harm or kill somebody. Mushrooms already get a bad rap with our mycophobic environment, and we are here to break that mycophobic stigma. But yes, there are mushrooms out there that are harmful for people if you are consuming and digesting. So please do not follow in Erin Patterson's ideas behind this, because we will soon uncover what she's going through and what really happened. So yeah, back to the amatoxins. They block the RNA polymerase, halting essential protein synthesis. So that causes liver failure, kidney failure, and again, these symptoms don't show until 6 to 24 hours later. When you're at that point, there's no going back. Like, there's no fixing whenever you start getting those symptoms. Like, it's irreversible. The damage is permanent. Also, cooking, drying, or freezing does not neutralize the toxins. So this happened in 2023. It's now 2025. This article just got released the beginning of July. And so she publicly admitted to the court that in her Beef Wellingtons contained death caps, but she also claimed that a lot of the mushrooms she got was from the grocery store. And I have to admit, as an amateur mycologist, I don't even know if I could 100% guarantee identifying the death cap mushroom. So first of all, I'm impressed that she decided to go this route. Second of all, I'm impressed that she could ID the mushroom specifically enough to put it into the recipe. I'm not supporting what she did at all. This is messed up. And I think this is the first case of an attempted murder and murder using mushrooms. So again, like I was going to explain, there were 4 people that came over. 3 of them died. The next day at the hospital, they were admitted to the hospital the next morning. 1 of them actually survived, but took, I read, 7 weeks to recover from this liver and kidney failure. That's just alarming and so upsetting. Whew. Yeah, so she has been sentenced to life in prison for the 3 murders, and an additional 25 years for the attempted murder. And at that point, it's just like, oh no, like what would you say when you're in prison? Like, nah, what are you in for? Well, killed some people with some mushrooms. Like, I don't know if that'd be like a hell yeah, or would that be like a whoa dude, that's lame. Like, I don't know what happens in prison like that. But I also continued to dig down this rabbit hole of Australia's ideas around death caps, and after this case, there's even people talking about removing any potential ways of death caps being grown. That takes it to a whole nother level. I mean, they're just mushrooms, they just grow. But in Australia, it is not native to that location. So that means that the trees there that host the Amanita, the death cap, are also not native. So they're thinking about removing all of the trees that supply the nutrients to the death cap. So that's all oaks and beeches. Drop a comment down below. Do you think that's an extreme movement of removing all of the tree species that would grow these death cap mushrooms? I just feel like that's like way extreme. Here's an analogy. Getting rid of all the oaks to stop death cap mushrooms from growing is like bulldozing down every house just because there's one bad roommate. I don't know if that's the move, Australia. I don't know if that's the move. But again, comment down below. What do you think? What are your opinions on that? Well, I hope you enjoyed whatever the hell this was. I wanted to give a little true crime episode to Flora Funga podcast, bridging the gap between true crime, plants, fungi, humans. It's all connected. Hopefully I don't hear about more of these cases. Oh man, is this something now we're going to have to kind of look into? Are there even tests for this amatoxin? Like, I'm sure they had to run blood tests to really decipher, what the poison was. So yeah, I wonder if we're now gonna come out with different tests to test the different toxins that mushrooms kind of give off and the poisons that you can consume. Hit that subscribe button if you found this interesting. If you would love to support the podcast, I would greatly appreciate it. It really only takes $1 if you want to sign up for my Patreon. I post on there here and there as well, a lot of behind the scenes, early release content. But if you don't really care about receiving anything and you just want to support and help me as a podcaster and kind of help with production, travel, and such, you may also donate to the GoFundMe that I have started. So that really helps creating and sustaining this high quality content for you guys. And so yeah, feel free to donate if you'd like. If you don't have any means of financially helping me, you can definitely still give it a thumbs up. You can still share, like, subscribe. Also review if you are interested in listening and watching on YouTube. So please leave a review. Comment down below. Honestly, any interaction helps. So if you are a full-time listener and you've always wanted to comment but you don't know what you want to comment, just say hi. Like, just give me a thumbs up emoji in the basement down below. All right, have a great week, my scientists, and go learn something new today. Peach.